We should find out more today about funeral plans for the Mendota Heights police officer who was shot and killed earlier this week.
Officer Scott Patrick was killed Wednesday during a routine traffic stop in West St. Paul. Since then, people have continued to stop by a growing memorial to pay tribute to the longtime officer. That is where Nina Moyni joins us live this morning. And Nina, we talked to Officer Patrick's family yesterday.
We did, Jason. You know, I was out here at this memorial yesterday, and I want you to look because it's beautiful. It's grown, doubled, tripled in size in terms of all of the lovely things that people have come to place out here. There are a few gentlemen here who knew Officer Patrick, even right now this early in the morning, who say that looking at this, that it really speaks for itself, and it really does. Cards, candles, a lot of flags. It's a beautiful display, and so we know now that everyone, even strangers, feel like they've lost a loved one. They're coming out here paying their respects, everybody feeling this loss. But we did get to learn more about Officer Patrick through the people who know him best, through his family members, who say they're really having trouble processing, mostly that you could lose such a good person to such a senseless act. His brother and nephew told us that police work is something that came very naturally to Officer Patrick. He was sort of a natural protector. He took that role in his family, even over his older brothers. He wasn't even the oldest in the family. His nephew said yesterday he talked with us about who this person was, this what he called hero of their family.
He loved his family. He was a family man first and foremost. He loved his job, his career. He loved his work. He loved what he was doing, but he loved his family. His wife, Michelle, and his two kids. I feel my heart just breaks even thinking about them. I don't know how they're going to go on without their dad.
They obviously, thankfully, they have wonderful family members and the support of an entire community and state behind them. But a lot of people have been asking us if there is any other way that they can help. So we do want to report that there is an official memorial fund at Affinity Plus Federal Credit Unions. So you can go to any of those bank branch locations and help this family out during a tough time. There are also a few different ways that you can donate, either by phone or by mail if you can't make it to a branch. So we do have information on just how to do that on our website, WCCO.com/links.
All right, it is quite something to see that memorial. Thank you, Nina. Charges against the man accused of killing Officer Patrick could come down today. Right now, investigators are testing a gun that they say 39-year-old Brian Fitch Sr. used in a shootout with police as they arrested him on Wednesday. They're trying to figure out if it's the same weapon that was used to kill Officer Patrick. A former girlfriend of Fitch's told us he stopped by her house around the time Patrick was killed.
He got here about, that was low afternoon, low after 12. He stayed here till about 1. Stop by, see if we're all right, see if I need anything. I made him something to eat. He always stops by here.
Fitch and his current girlfriend, Kelly Lee Hardy, were both shot by police. They both are under protective custody at Regions Hospital.
Archbishop John Nienstedt is speaking out about his handling of past sexual abuse cases.
Well, I want people to know that I've never covered up any clergy abuse, and I will not. I hope to be vindicated.
In a one-on-one interview with WCCO's Esme Murphy, the Archbishop said he is not resigning as leader of the Twin Cities Archdiocese. He says new policies are in place in how the church deals with abuse allegations. Nienstedt is also denying he had inappropriate sexual relationships with men.
Have you ever had an inappropriate, either sexual, physical, or boundary trouble relationship with a male seminarian?
No, not at all, not in the least.
Nienstedt says he expects to be cleared of those charges. The law firm Green Espel recently finished its investigation into the sexual misconduct allegations. Nienstedt says he has read the report, but he's not talking about the findings, saying the investigation is still ongoing. You can listen to Esme's full interview with the Archbishop online at WCCO.com/links. Today, several new state laws will go into effect.
The biggest change, probably the state's minimum hourly wage starts its climb. It increases from $6.15 to $8 before it'll make another jump to $9.50 an hour by 2016. Then in 2018 and after, wages increase every year based on inflation.
Starting today, if you're caught speeding through a road construction work zone, you'll be fined an automatic $300. That's on top of the normal ticket surcharges. There will also be extra signage before you enter a work zone. It'll have information about the lower speed limit and the new increased fines. Another law will also require drivers to remain at the scene of a crash. It's now the driver's responsibility to stop and investigate what was struck.
Another law that goes into effect today cracks down on synthetic drugs. It expands the definition of drugs, so more chemicals will fall under that synthetic drug category.